Hello, it's me again, Elsa, and basically I'm here to talk more about me and who I am and my life. Uh, when I was 15 years old is how old I was when I broke my virginity. It's how old I was when I actually popped my cherry uh, by this guy who's a little older though. And I sneaked and did it. My parents didn't know, of course. Uh, I, I basically met my kid's father, though, when I was like 16, more or less. I met him 15, 16, when I was basically going to work at Burger King in Opelika on 100 and basically on Superior Street. And he was going to Job Corps in Miami Gardens. I think I spoke about that earlier in time as well. I had my first child at 17, going on 18, and I had my second child at age 23, and I had my third child at age 32. I named him after my deceased father. I don't think I mentioned that earlier in the story, but my father passed away September 5th of kidney failure, and he was pretty sick, really sick. My family, when it came to my first child, wanted me to get an abortion. They didn't agree to the family. My grandmother always had this Cinderella fairy tale: when you get married and you go with someone, make sure it's a white guy with money. Whoopity doo. That didn't happen. So, yeah, you know, when I was 17, I gave birth to my first child in November 25th, 2005. When he was 3 months, he had to go into surgery because he had pyloric stenosis. And I remember when he went through surgery in Jackson, Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade, a lot of the basketball players came to the hospital itself in general and stopped by, and we took pictures. I don't have those pictures anymore, but yeah. When I was 17, I remember around that time it was Hurricane Katrina, that I was pregnant in the shelter, like in down south somewhere on the youth fairgrounds, and it was me, my mom, and my godmother. We were there because everybody basically certain people had to get evacuated in certain districts, and we were one of them that had to go to the shelter to protect ourselves from the hurricane. And I was pregnant at the time. But yeah, when I have gotten beaten on by my baby father when I was pregnant with my first son. You know, and when I was going to say when I was 17, 18, my family told me to get an abortion. I didn't want to listen. And also his mother and my kid's father Mother persuaded me also to not get an abortion because that's not good. My grandmother told me to leave the family alone. They're pretty different, and she don't want me to be around that type of environment, and I never listened. And my grandmother also said she heard rumors about the family that I also didn't listen. So I was a little hard-headed. The pyloric stenosis, my son would vomit out of the nose. Like, basically, it was a muscle that was clogging up his digestive system. So they had to make the muscle smaller in order to reach his digestive system, because every time he would drink out of a bottle, he would vomit it up out of his nose and mouth tremendously, like a whole lot of water, like a tsunami, a whole lot of vomit. So basically he wasn't able to digest his food well, and I was concerned, and I wound up taking him to the hospital to get him care. Yeah. And my second child, he was born June 2011, and he has hypertension. Yeah. I'm going to come back and add more soon.